What up, YouTube? Happy New Year. Chilling with the cats, doing some Pawn Endgames here on Chess. These are very addictive, and I'm pretty proud of this one. This is highest one I solved so far yet on Chess anyway. 2765. Very, very satisfying puzzle. And why don't you take a pause? It's black to move and try to figure out if you can solve it for yourself. Alright, cool. I'm going to go through the solution now. So the first move, and you can pause at any point. I'm not going to like rush them out rapid fire. I'll pause because this is a very long puzzle and there's a lot of intricacies. So first move is h5. So taking doesn't work. Say h5 now, and white's making a queen, so that's no good. So we play a5, excuse me. White plays h5, and you might want to pause again if you didn't see this move because there's another little trick here. So say if black plays something like a4, for instance. Whoopsie daisy. We got the classic breakthrough. If you take this guy, white takes this guy. If you take this guy, white takes this guy and wins. So the only move is h6. Now white's kind of neutralized on the king side of the board. So he pushes. Taking would pretty much be equal. The solution after this is equal. But this is what the computer played while I did the problem. And here's the tricky part. This is, I think, what gives the puzzle a high rating. There's only one good move that wins. And then after white's move, there's also only one good move that wins. So take a moment if you want. So the solution is g4. This is not what normally you'd think. You'd normally think, okay, I'm going to play h4. He takes, I take. And then we have advanced pass pawn. So for instance, you might think, oh, h4. He takes, I take, he pushes, and he tries to go win this guy. We're going to go win these guys, 1, 2, 3, and win the game. That sounds nice and all, but oops. Ooh, I gave away a solution right there. But h4 is not the move. Because white doesn't have to take, he can push. And then your king has only one move. And pushes again. And what are you really going to do here? You take, whoops, king is kind of boxed out. You could try to slither out, but white's going to queen next move, and you're done. So I apologize, I gave away the move, but the move is b4. Now, first the simplest, if white takes, black takes, and white can't defend this pawn anymore. Black wins easily. Am I waking up in 7.5 hours? I don't think I am, fortunately. But we'll see. Anyway, here we are. So, if white takes, it's an easy win. But of course, white's going to push. And now white has a passed pawn, 1, 2, 3, 4 away from promotion. And how are we going to promote? So this is like the star move. You've probably figured it out by now, but if you haven't, I'd recommend to pause. And you actually have to find a couple of really good moves in a row. So why don't you pause again? If you've seen it, it's a4 exclam. And so white has some options. And the puzzle he took, or the puzzle may have ended here, but the thing is, what do you do now? If you push, it's actually bad. So the move is king to a2. And now you're hitting him with check, and you win. And more interesting, if he doesn't take, say he pushes. Now again, there's only one move. You've probably figured it out by now. It's king a2. Again, if you take, he's blockading both the pawns, and then queening this guy. So yeah, if he takes king a2, He doesn't take and pushes king a2. And he could run, get out of harm's way when I queen, but we are queening first. Did I mess something up here? Okay, if he doesn't take, king a2, push. Alright, now that we've solved it, I'm going to maximize the screen. Put on the engine real quick. Oh, obviously he's not going to either of these squares. He's going here. And yeah, in this variation, white is also getting a queen, but we basically have a second pass pawn to play with. Let's just play around here. Now the engine saying even push the pawn is winning. That would make me a little nervous. Somehow white's queen would be able to slither over to this diagonal. The nice thing about this diagonal, this long diagonal here, is that there's only one real checking square there. Anyway, let's just play this out. Okay, in an actual game, white would most certainly give check on one of these squares. Yeah, there's already no more checks. And this may take a while, but this is the best that white can do. And you have a pass pawn, totally winning. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this puzzle. I'll just through the mainline computer solution. So yeah, the computer didn't actually make you find king a2. Although I'm sure most people who got this far did find king a2. So anyway, I really enjoyed that puzzle. I hope you did too. And do check out Lead Chess and mess around with the settings. I'd recommend to do a bunch of pawn endgames, then rook endgames, then queen endgames, just like I'm doing, because it's very humbling and it's a rewarding experience. Have a good day and year. Hope 2021 is a good time for you. And take care.